Breaking news, Washington Commanders Nation. The Commanders are apparently looking to trade Brian Robinson Jr. We got a report this afternoon from Jordan Schultz that the Commanders are shopping Brian Robinson Jr. Basically, Brian Robinson Jr. is on the trade block now for the Washington Commanders. They are looking to trade him. They are looking to get rid of him. Now, I don't know what trade value he holds, but the Commanders are looking to trade Brian Robinson Jr. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you have not yet. We got 3 people in here. Let's get up to 3 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for joining me today, but just make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We got 8 people in here now. Let's get up to 8 likes. So Brian Robinson Jr. is on the trade block and may be traded by the Washington Commanders. I will pull up the report for you guys. Let me get it up real quick. So I wasn't surprised by this because I thought that Brian Robinson Jr. may get traded. I thought he might be on the trade block. This is, we have Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt now, and he's a guy that can make a strong case to be the running back 1 here. So Ben Standig, by the way, great work. So just to let you guys know that this is official, I'm going to share my screen. Let's get into it. So here it is, Jordan Schultz, as he has broke most of the news for the Commanders this year. He says the Commanders have been shopping running back Brian Robinson Jr. to teams around the NFL. To those of you saying that Brian Robinson Jr. could be released, I don't think that would happen. I think they would definitely try to trade him. But if they don't find a way to trade him, I still don't think they're going to release him because I think that he only holds $3 million against the cap this year. So $3 million against the cap really isn't much. It's not going to do anything. So you got to keep him for veteran experience. This shows me that Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is ready to go. He looks good. So the team has confidence in JCM. So do I. Now we're seeing that on display. So make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Brian Robinson Jr. apparently on the trade block per Jordan Schultz and all the insiders here. So really interesting stuff. By the way, I started a goal in the chat. So if any of you want to send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get back here. So what do you guys think here? Brian Robinson Jr. apparently on the trade block, and now the Commanders are actively seeking a trade for Brian Robinson Jr. Again, I don't know what you would get out of B-Rob. I don't know what you would get out of him. I don't know if you're getting much of anything out of B-Rob. 6th, 7th round pick. I don't know what you would get out of him, but it is interesting that they're trying to trade him. I would think that you would want to keep him around for veteran experience to help Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt out, to keep that veteran presence around. But, it's surprising. What's good, Dean? I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it too. I like JCM. I think he has all the tools to be great in the future. So I'm definitely okay with it too. Definitely okay with it. So let's get up to 11 likes on this stream. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Brian Robinson Jr. on the trade block for the Washington Commanders. Ben Standig said this week, he said he would not be surprised if the Commanders cut Brian Robinson Jr. But now if they're shopping him to teams around the league, they may find a way to trade him. I hope they find a way to trade him because you don't just want to cut a guy. You don't want to cut a guy. You want to obviously you want to find trade assets, and you want teams to trade with you for your guy, your running back 1. This is a guy in Brian Robinson Jr. that hasn't rushed over 1,000 yards in his career, hasn't even rushed over 800 yards in his career. So we don't need to have him on the roster. He didn't rush for more than our quarterback last year, and we can't have that. So I'm not surprised. I said Adam Peters. I said he likes to make these big moves. I talked about it on the channel a lot. I said he could be on the hot seat. Like, Adam Peters makes these big moves a lot. He could, he traded Jahan Dotson, out of the blue. He could trade a guy in B-Rob out of the blue as well. And also, this is a guy from the Ron Rivera era. We know Adam Peters says, get out of here if you're from the Ron Rivera era with this team. So I'm not surprised at all by this. let's get up to 8 likes on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'm not surprised by this news. It is a little bit weird to get this news on a Sunday afternoon, um, considering, with the Terry situation, but you could save a little bit of cap space if you just end up cutting B-Rob. You could save some cap space. It'd only be $3 million, but you could end up saving in general. And you could help that could help, pay Terry if you want to do that. So I just thought it's a little bit interesting. Um, so let's read what Grant Paulson has to say on the situation. Let's read what he has to say. So let me share my screen again here. Let's read Grant Paulson. He says, putting out feelers is very different than actively trying to trade him, but the running back room is deep. Bill Merritt looks game ready. Austin Eckler has games left. And roster bubble running back Chris Rodriguez has proven capable in a similar role to Robinson. So if you trade B-Rob or if you release him, you still have veteran presence in here. And if you wanted to keep a guy like Demetric Felton, you could do that. He's a veteran. He's done it in the league before. All those guys could help Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt out. Austin Eckler can play running back one. He did it last year. He's capable of that. He's a veteran. Chris Rodriguez can step up if you need him. He's probably not going to make the roster, but he can step up if you need him. So I definitely like this idea. And again, it doesn't shock me. This running back room is deep. I didn't know which guy it may be for the Commanders. Cliff Kingsbury said, like, we're 6 to 7 guys deep on this running back room. I didn't know which guy they would go with cutting. I'm going to say, if they trade or do anything or cut B-Rob, this really shakes everything up. But this doesn't mean they're actively trying to trade him, but they are showing him to other teams. Hey, what can we get from this player? What will you send us for B-Rob? This is a guy that hasn't rushed over 800 yards in his career. So let's get up to 12 likes on the stream. If you're not subscribed and you're in here, go ahead and subscribe and get that over with. I'm okay with this. I like this news. B-Rob is just kind of a mid guy. I've talked about it. And I don't have a problem with B-Rob, but he's just kind of a mid running back overall. I said he hasn't rushed for over 800 yards in his career. Hasn't rushed. So I don't mind this move. I don't see how they receive any value for this. You're exactly right. Yeah, G-Tuck, you're exactly right. You're 6th or 7th round pick. Like 7th, they might not even get a 7th round pick out of this. They might not. So yeah, I think G-Tuck here hits it right on the head. Yeah, I don't really know what value they would get either. That's why I said they might just end up cutting him. But again, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you let him go and then another team's going to scoop him up? He's only doing $3 million against the cap this year, so I don't necessarily see a reason for that. So, but if you trade him and you get a pick, that would be awesome. And we know that we only have 5 draft picks next year. So 5 draft picks next year, that doesn't move the needle. You could try to get more, and it's definitely going to be a low round pick, but it does do something for your squad. It helps you out. So we're short on draft picks. This could be a move to try to gain some draft capital. We don't know, but you're also saving money. You could get some draft capital. I don't know. So we'll see. This doesn't mean he's going to get traded. B-Rob has had a good camp so far. B-Rob's had a great camp so far, I've heard. So I'm not a B-Rob fan. I'm not a B-Rob guy, but cutting B-Rob doesn't make sense to me. If you can find some assets for a trade, if you can find a 7th round pick, somebody wants to send a 7th round pick for him, yes, do that. But I don't know. And when I saw B-Rob returning punts, the other day in practice, I knew something was up. And here they are. Apparently the Commanders are looking to trade Terry McLaurin. I don't know how active they are on this, but I know that this trade could happen soon. It's definitely looming. A trade is looming. here for the Commanders in their squad. I feel like a trade is looming. I said this a while ago. I said we could definitely end up trading B-Rob. This could be one of your guys on the hot seat and you don't even know it. You have to pay attention to these things. Adam Peters is the type of GM that he will make a move out of the blue. He will make a move out of the blue. And thankfully, Ben Standig warned it. He warned us of it a few days ago. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if they cut B-Rob. So this team, this is a very positive sign for Jacory Krosky-Merritt. Is he going to be running back week one? No, he's not. But this is a positive sign. This is a good sign for the kid. This means they are seeing what we're seeing. And honestly, after this news, I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders let Bill sit the bench the whole game because you need to stash these type of guys. The Commanders are going to try to stash Bill now. Now that they know what he is, like now that we know they know what he is, they're going to try to stash him. They're going to stash him. And not let other NFL teams get film on him. They're not going to do that. So per Jordan Schultz, Commanders are trying or are shopping B-Rob to other teams around the NFL. If they really want him out of here, yeah, they can cut him. But I don't see a world where he gets cut. I don't know why he would get cut. He's $3 million against the cap this year. So it's not moving the needle much. More possible during season if Bill really shows out. Yeah, and that's another great point. Yeah, it is. It would be more possible during the season. Or if B-Rob just looks like trash during the season, they could just cut him. So yeah, I that's a valid point there. And let's see what Jacob has to say. B-Rob can leave immediately. Good riddance. Take Terry and go too. Terry is greedy and has affected this team in a negative way. Hey man, everybody has their opinions. I respect it. Yes, he does probably want a little bit too much money. Who would realistically trade for B-Rob? And there's the thing. This is why I said the Commanders are just trying to look for trades. They're just trying to see who's interested. You could maybe get a 7th round pick out of B-Rob. That's all you're realistically getting there. So you're right. Who would probably trade for B-Rob, right? Running back injuries elsewhere could create value. Yes, if we see this all the time around the year. Like, you look at Noah Brown last year, we picked him up 1 week before the season, and he was our wide receiver too. Like, another team, if they get a running back injury or something like that, they could end up wanting to do this. So, yeah, he could get himself, he could get value from that. But as of right now, with nobody having any injuries, with nobody needing a running back necessarily, you only might get a 7th round pick out of this dude. 6th at the most. But let's get up to 13 likes on the stream. If you're not subscribed and you're in here, go ahead and subscribe. We're about 100 away from 2,000. But yeah, running back injuries could create opportunities somewhere else. He would definitely get scooped up right away if they want to cut him. But again, to me, it makes no sense why to cut him. I would definitely try to trade him, but again, you're probably only getting a 7th round pick or something like that out of him. You're not getting a compensatory pick if you cut him. So it is a contract year for B-Rob. We've talked about this a lot. B-Rob two months ago on Twitter, he said keep that same energy. He knows the fan base talks about him. He knows it. He knows it's a contract year. He said I have to go out and perform, and he might not even get that chance. Yeah. This comment, man, that's funny, dude. Yeah, but B-Rob might not even get that chance to go out and show what he can do. I don't know where they stand right now, though, but this is definitely surprising news here. I want to give Ben Standig an applause here. He predicted it, a few days ago. He said he wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders just went out and cut B-Rob because of how good JCM has been. So this gives me hope about JCM, but we are not going to probably get to see JCM until week 1, maybe, because they're going to stash him. They're going to make sure nobody else gets film on him, but we'll see. I think that I would like to see B-Rob get a chance this year. I would love to see B-Rob get a chance this year. I would. Um, I don't know if he will now. I would love to see B-Rob get a chance this year because there is a new O-line this year. There's a good team this year. B-Rob is a tough physical runner. I think he has skills, but when you look at the stats, it's not great. It's not great for him. So I don't know. But we got 11 people in here. Let's get up to 15 likes on the stream. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated and it will be read out loud. So I would love to see B-Rob get a chance with this squad. That's all I'm going to say. Why is B-Rob on the trade block a surprise? It's not. B-Rob let us all down last year. Okay. Washington, not a charity team. That era is over. Is a charity team. That era is over. Hey, I don't know. I mean, he has the skills though. He went to Alabama. He never. You could say he never got a great shot with a great O-line. You could say that. So, but it's not a surprise that he's on the trade block. And I've talked about this on the channel for a few weeks now. He could be on the hot seat. I said it, and here it is. So it's not a surprise that he's on the trade block. Our O-line hasn't been good at all. Exactly. And that's exactly right. It hasn't been good. The O-line hasn't been good while he's here. So you could say that the O-line hasn't been great while he's here. You could say that he hasn't gotten a fair shot. All right. So that's why I want to see him this year. That's why I want to see what he can do this year. That's why I want to see what he can bring to the table this year. I do. And if he doesn't go perform this year, obviously he's a free agent and you let him go. Even if B-Rob rushed for, say, 1,000 yards this season, the team's not bringing him back. I don't believe they would bring him back. B-Rob never had a great chance because he got shot, unfortunately. Yeah. Offensive line was ranked top 15 last year, but we were throwing guys in positions that they didn't need to be. We drafted a first-round offensive lineman this year, Josh Connerly. We traded for Laramie Tunsil this year. I just felt like there was going to be a good opportunity this year, and there still could be. They very possibly could keep him around. There still could be a great opportunity for him this year, and maybe he goes out and proves us wrong. I don't know that, but yeah, he did. The early career accident, it sucks, but it's part of it. It's part of life, But he, with a good O-line, I'm not doubting him. Okay. I want to see what he can do. So I wouldn't cut him. But if you can get a 7th round pick, us only having 5 picks in next year's draft, if you can get a 7th round pick out of B-Rob, I'm doing that all day. I'm doing it all day. So we'll see what the team ends up. We'll probably get more reports on this, but they're actively trying to ship him. They're trying to ship him. No excuses, no exceptions. B-Rob got to go. We'll see. We'll see what Adam Peters does. We'll see what Dan Quinn thinks. Okay, that's all. We'll see what Dan Quinn thinks. We'll see what Dan Quinn wants to do with this. This is a Ron Rivera era guy, so he's definitely probably not in the future plans on this team. He's not. If you can get any draft compensation for B-Rob, I think it's a trade is imminent if you can get any type of compensation. But I would say a 7th round pick is the most you're going to get. But I said it. I think him returning punts in practice was a sign. I think that was a sign. They're not very pleased with what he's doing right now. So send a super chat if you would like. You can do that through the chat. We got 14 people in here. Let's get up to 20 likes on this stream. If you're not subscribed and you're in here, go ahead and subscribe. I think it's definitely a put up or shut up season for him. Yeah, I agree. Because you haven't produced in your career. You finally have a good O-line this year, and it's your time to shine. There's no excuses this year. If he doesn't do good this year, he's obviously done. I think even if he gets like 1,000 yards this year, I don't think they keep him. I don't. We got 16 people in here. Let's get up to 20 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. 100 subscribers away from 2,000. No, he's absolutely going after this year unless he balls out. But then even a second running back contract these days are not in. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he's definitely going to even if he balls out. It's I mean, his contract is nothing right now. That's the thing is he's taking up 3 million against the cap. So I would keep him this year. That's what I'm saying. I would keep him this year for sure. Unless he's really stinking it up during practice, unless JCM they can already tell he's the future, like, but I would like to keep a veteran around in the room. Let's get up to 20 likes on this stream, y'all. I would keep a savvy veteran in this room. I would keep a veteran in this room just to mentor guys, but we'll see what they end up doing. B-Rob and Quan Martin is the last of the Ron Rivera draft class. Is there any teams interested in B-Rob? Let me see if I can find any information. I would say as of right now, there probably aren't any teams interested in B-Rob. And here's the thing. People have said they could try to trade for Trey Hendrickson and throw B-Rob in a trade like any other team would want him. You can't do that. So, but I think that Quan Martin's definitely going to stay for the future. But yeah, B-Rob is really the last. He's not a part of their future plans. I don't think as of right now there's any teams interested in B-Rob. But if you say later in the offseason, if you say, well, your running back one got injured, maybe you could end up having a team send a 7th round pick for him. And that's the most you get out of him. We got 20 people in the chat. Let's get up to 20 likes. If you're in here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Send a super chat. It would be greatly appreciated. And you get to see my reaction on stream. Yeah, Cosme, Percy, and Bates too. Yes, Cosme's a part of the future. Percy, they extended. He's a part of the future. And Bates, they gave a 3-year deal. So he's a part of the future. B-Rob's the one guy that I just don't, I don't like the chances for. I said, even if he balls out, I think he's probably gone after this year. And I would love to see what he can do this year. I hope they don't cut him. I don't care if they trade him. If you can find something for him, go ahead and trade him. I wouldn't be mad at that, but we'll see what the team ends up doing. I started a goal in the chat for 5 super chats. So if that could be fulfilled, that would be greatly appreciated. Hit the like button as well. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're about 100 away from 2,000 subscribers. So B-Rob could be traded by this football team. B-Rob could be traded by the Commanders any day now. This doesn't mean that he's going to get traded, but this is going to put pressure on Jacory Krosky-Merritt any minute now. He's going to have to go out and prove something. This just to me says that, JCM's been looking a whole lot better than we think. Now we have 25 people in the chat. Let's get up to 20 likes. If you're in here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Trying to hit 1,900 subscribers right now. So I wouldn't be mad at anything they do. If they keep B-Rob, I'm fine. If they trade him, I'm also fine. Okay. But we'll see what the team ends up doing. We'll see if they, we'll see, like, eventually, I hope in a few days we find out, like, who are the teams interested in B-Rob? Like, if we could find out if there even is any teams interested in B-Rob. I hope that in the next few days somebody announces that, or we can find out something of that nature. Who would possibly want him? Who would possibly try to trade for him? You could get a 7th round pick, I think, at the most. If you get anything close to a 6th round pick, then you take that immediately. Because I said our draft capital sucks. This is why we're not making a big trade this offseason. Like, people say, Jaden is on his rookie contract, which is true. So we have the money to do stuff. We don't have the draft capital right now to do stuff. We don't have the draft capital to do stuff right now. We don't. So with that being said, you can't just go out and do everything just because he's on a rookie contract. We got 19 people in here. Let's get up to 20 likes. If you are in here and you are not subscribed, go subscribe. If you haven't sent a super chat, make sure you send a super chat. It would be really, really appreciated for me. Okay. So I think this is interesting news. Hold up. Let's see. Last year for Eckler, correct. Potentially also no, it's the last year for him. They're not making a return on him. So they have some work to do in the running back in the next few years. Yeah, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, he's going to be a big part of that. As far as other guys, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to draft a guy if because you maybe have. I don't know who else would stick around, to be honest. I don't know who would stick around and be a guy that they will want to keep. We got 23 people in here. Let's get up to 20 likes. If you're in here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Send a super chat. Super chat. Any amount would help. Okay. I'm going to send a goal in the chat real quick. So, interesting news dropping today. Could B-Rob be gone? Could B-Rob be gone before we even get the season started? Would you be surprised? I don't think a trade is surprising to me. I just hope that they can get I hope that they can get a 7th or 6th round pick out of this dude. But I don't know if that would happen. I don't know if that's feasible for the team. Adam Peters loves to make these type of moves. Adam Peters loves to come out and really shock us. Not really shock us, but like make moves, get rid of the Ron Rivera era. Like B-Rob or Emmanuel Forbes, I mean, he cut him in a second. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if they just go and cut and cut a B-Rob. I wouldn't be surprised, but he is $3 million against the cap this year. So you're not really saving much, So that's why I would love a trade. I would love to get some draft capital out of him. Love to get some draft capital out of him. I would love to get just something out of B-Rob this year, and that would be awesome to get. Hold up. So, all right. I'm going to start another goal in the chat here. All right. So let's continue the B-Rob conversation. Do you think he gets cut or traded? Do you think a team legit makes an offer for B-Rob? Does anyone think a team legit makes an offer for B-Rob? I will be interested to see in the next few days if there is any reports about a trade, somebody coming out and trying to get him. I don't know. We'd have to almost have somebody go down with an injury on another team to put any value on B-Rob's name. We'd have to almost have that happen. So, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens. It seems like a lot of people on social media are pretty surprised by this. Getting shopped this late in the summer it's super ominous though. Like it is. Immediate assumption, I think 8's off the roster. I think AP probably planned this upgrade all year. I think that AP had this in the works. AP has a lot of this stuff in the works. So, I think that this was planned the whole season. They have plans for everyone. The Jahan Dotson trade worked out really well. And they might not trade B-Rob. Again, they might not trade him. Let's get up to 20 likes on the stream, though. Let's get up to 20 likes on the stream here. But they're not. It would just be hard for me to find to see them trading B-Rob to another team. It's who's going to send something for B-Rob? Who's going to be the person to send someone for B-Rob? We got 25 people in here. Can someone send a super chat? That would be greatly appreciated. If not, it's fine. And make sure you hit the like button. We got 20. If any 25 of you are not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. Close to 2,000 subscribers. We are close. trying to hit that before week 1. We'll see, but we'll see what happens. Definitely last year, I mean, I would love to see this year B-Rob be around for the first few weeks of the season because I've said this a lot. I think the first few weeks of every NFL season, I think you see B-Rob emerge. And I said last year, B-Rob looked like a top 12 to 15 running back in the first 5 weeks of the season. He looked like a top 12 to 15 running back in the league, arguably top 10. And we missed him for the Ravens game. We didn't have him for a few games. And whenever we missed him for injuries, you felt that physical presence, that physical edge being missed. You felt that. And it was, we really quite honestly needed him. But towards the end of the season, it went downhill so fast. It went downhill really fast for B-Rob. It did. So I would love to see him first five weeks of the season. See if I can okay. See if I can. Dang, bro, you're the first one to go live. Everyone else is too late. That's what we do over here. That's what we do. That's just how it rolls, I always hold up, man, this internet. I always try to get to the breaking news first. Out of anyone, I always try to get the breaking news, and here we are. So, you can show appreciation for the work by sending a super chat or hitting the like button or subscribing. But I think this news is surprising. I think this B-Rob news is surprising. Weeks of the season. Sorry, it keeps cutting out. I would love to see B-Rob the first 5 weeks of the season because that's when he really shines. That's when he shows his ability on the football field. That's when he shows us he might actually be legit. So who knows? They may end up keeping him, and he may end up getting 1,000 yards this year. Like, you don't know that, but that may be something that happens. That may be something that the team does, and you get him, and he ends up getting 1,000 yards, and he's behind a good O-line, and he's a guy that emerges himself. So, but I don't know. So we got 24 people in the chat. Let's get up to 30 likes on the stream. If you are in here and you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you send a super chat as well. Any super chat would really help the channel. Super chat the channel up. That would be really appreciated. But I think that this is definitely your third round pick out of Alabama. This is a guy, he's entered his final year of the contract. He knows he has a lot to prove. He knows he's a guy that is definitely on the chopping block. He knows that JCM is coming for him. What does he do this year? Or does he not even get the chance? Does he get traded or cut? Could something big emerge? Jordan Schultz also wrote, Brian Robinson Jr. has been highly productive through his first 3 seasons, rushing for 2,300 yards and is scoring 20 touchdowns, all while coming back from being shot before his rookie year. Washington likes its running back depth, but Robinson is available for the right price. So we'll see. We'll see what that's what I talked about earlier. I said the running back room has a lot of depth. So you could trade B-Rob and get away with it. You could, but you'd have to find another trade partner. And I don't know if anybody else wants to trade for him right now. If you have a guy go down, then you may find a trade partner. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We may see something aspire tonight. We may see him get cut soon. It's all going to be a matter of if anybody decides to go out there and see what they can get for B-Rob. I would love to add a 7th, or if you can get a 6th round pick, you are absolutely getting a steal. But I would love to get a 7th round pick too. Love that, because you have 5 draft picks in next year's draft, and that would just be such a long way to helping us get, because you think about a seventh round pick, a lot of people say it holds no value, but JCM is a seventh round pick. And look what he's doing. He could potentially be the running back 2 on this team, and Austin Eckler running back 1, you know? So, like, seventh round picks do hold value. They do. They do hold value. So, you find value in those type of guys. You do. Um, and of course, I can never escape alive without someone saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly." Hey, y'all traded for John Mechie today. I saw that. That's you win games by being aggressive. You win games by being aggressive. So you got to respect it. We got 30 people in here. Let's get up to 30 likes. If any 30 of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We're close to 2,000 subscribers. 30, if any 30 of you could send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Just a super chat would be appreciated. But we're talking about the B-Rob breaking news that came out a little bit ago. Teams are looking to possibly trade for B-Rob. B-Rob likely won't play Monday to keep him healthy for a trade. So just to be sure that I think I saw his name on the inactive list. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all the list for the inactives for Monday night. I think he was on the inactive list. So no. So Brian Robinson Jr. is gonna play tomorrow. Yes. Brian Robinson Jr. will play tomorrow for the Commanders. He will play for this squad. So we are going to get to see B-Rob tomorrow against the Bengals. So excited for that. What if he has a monster game? What if he has a monster game or something like that? That'd be funny. Probably not going to do that. He is a starter on this offense as of right now. So he's a starter on the offense right now. So he's going to play. Dan Quinn said they're playing the starters. So you shouldn't expect anything different. But yeah, B-Rob will play tomorrow. He is not on the inactives list. So expect him to play, expect him to be out there and active. And again, just because they are shopping B-Rob, it doesn't mean he's going to get traded, but it does mean something could come quickly upon us. A 7th round pick trade, maybe a cut or something like that. Maybe you see something mid-season. We got 31 people in here. Let's get up to 30 likes on the stream. If any 31 of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I like the running back depth in this room. I do. I think it'd be very aggressive to cut B-Rob, but you do have the depth there. You have the depth there. You do to be aggressive at the running back position. I like Demetric Felton. He's not bad. Kaz Allen, what can he do? Like, there's a ton of guys there to potentially just fill in right for B-Rob. And I think JCM's going to be a stud. I mean, we saw JCM last Friday in the preseason game. I mean, he looked great in the preseason game. Like, I'm not trying to glaze or anything, but like JCM, he looked great last Friday. And he was bouncing off dudes, getting skinny through the whole pause. That all sounds weird, but like he was getting active, and I assume we're gonna see more of that. I assume we're gonna see more of that in tomorrow's matchup. So I'm excited for that. But I also want to see B-Rob do something. We'd love to see B-Rob do something tomorrow, but this shouldn't shock you. This shouldn't shock anyone here. But this is news that we had to get to. So they may have hit the Powerball with JCM. That's all. I mean, that's what I'm going to say. They may have hit the Powerball with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. They may have done it. They may have found a really, really great running back in JCM. They may have done it. I said he's a 7th round pick, but I mean, this is a guy that he looked good in the preseason game. He's a guy that could very well take over B-Rob's spot. I didn't expect it to be by week 1, and it still might not be by week 1, but certainly by next year, I think it might happen. And they may hit on the 7th round pick and shock all of you. Like, I wasn't buying the hype early, but once I saw the Friday preseason game, I was kind of buying the hype after that, and I was um really liking what I saw from JCM. I really like what I saw from him. He's not your average seventh round pick. He's not your average seventh round pick. We got 28 people in the chat. Let's get up to 30 likes on the stream. If any 28 of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Close to 2,000. Let me know your thoughts on B-Rob in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on B-Rob with the super chat. You can send it in a super chat. Let me know your thoughts on B-Rob or just a regular comment. I prefer a super chat. Obviously, I set a goal in the chat. The white bar up top. You can click that. Commanders set to play on Monday Night Football, though, tomorrow. B-Rob is set to play. It's definitely going to be a little bit awkward after the news, but it's, he's just got to go out and perform. He knew the team probably wasn't, so high on him after last year. He probably knew that. Nate, what's up, bro? Go Commanders. Yes, sir. What's up, Nate? What are your thoughts, Nate? What are your thoughts on the Commanders looking to trade Brian Robinson? What are your thoughts on them shopping him? Got new free agents. Yep. I made videos about those guys. They've been active. Well, free agency did happen a while ago. How do you feel about free agency? I think the team did good in free agency this year. They've been adding pieces slowly. But yeah, they did good in free agency this year. I liked their free agency this year. About time to trade him. Yeah, if you can get a 6th or 7th round pick out of him, do it immediately. All right. I definitely think that would be a great move. Overall, I think it's a mistake to trade him since the most they will likely get is a 7th rounder, correct? And he would be a great backup to JCM for relatively cheap price. Yeah, I said he's only $3 million against the cap, this year. I think B-Rob would maybe be the starter week 1. If he stays on this roster, I think he will be. But so I think JCM will be the backup to start. But yes, he is cheap, and he would help Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He'd be a good veteran piece. So I just don't see the hurt in keeping him on the roster unless you can get someone else really productive. They may be trying to free up $1.5 million or so to add to the money for Terry. They're not going to trade or they're not going to pay Terry what he wants, though. So they're not trying to save a whole lot of money. I don't believe they don't need to save money, to be honest. They don't need to save money. So, but if we trade B-Rob, what do we get back? Running back? No, we wouldn't get most likely no, we wouldn't get a running back. We'd probably get a 7th round pick at best. No, Nate, you're not gonna no, Nate. You're not gonna get James Cook for B-Rob, man. You're not gonna get a player for B-Rob. Okay. You're not gonna get Breece Hall for B-Rob either. I'd be stunned if that would happen. No. But Nate's learning the game here. You're getting a 7th rounder at best for B-Rob. Okay. And that would still add to the 5 picks we have next year. So that still would be very valuable, in my opinion. I would still say that's very valuable for us. I would still say we could really use that. I would like that move for the team. Saquon, hold on, let me pull this. Saquon Barkley and Madden. Yeah. But yeah, you're not getting anything. You have good depth at the running back position. You have guys like C-Rod that bring it in practice and very good players, but I just don't know. I don't know what you would end up getting. Let's see here. They may be only $2 to $3 million apart with Terry, though. True. Rodriguez gives you 80% of what you get for with B-Rob for 2 million cheaper. That's a fair point. That's a fair point, to be honest. The best I see is a 6th or 7th. I would take that. You're exactly correct. I think maybe at best 7th round pick. I would take that. Like, we have 5 draft picks next year, so I would definitely take that. Use Debo Samuel and Madden. Yeah, he's probably a pretty good Madden player, actually. He's been looking good so far with Jaden. And here's the thing, though. I thought B-Rob was having a great offseason. So he may still be having a great offseason, but you know how they are with some of these guys, you know? Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't yet. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. See the white target mark at the top of the chat. Click on that and see what it takes you to and see if you want to do that. See if we got I don't see a team trading for him, just going to wait on him to be cut. I think that's an accurate statement. I don't know. Like, I think injuries, if somebody's running back rooms is injured and you need a running back, like, yes, you can trade for him, a 7th rounder. But as of right now, I don't see who would trade for him, to be honest. I am kind of waiting for him to be cut. He's probably going to be cut mid-season, unless he really looks good, or he just could be cut, on the 53-man roster, which nobody thought that would happen. But yeah, he could be cut, for sure. Ooh, we got a $10 super chat. Really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. You support every single stream. He sends the $10 super chat. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Really helps out the channel. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. That helps me out so much. Really appreciate you, man. Helps the Commanders, as always. Thank you for supporting every single stream here on the channel, as most of you do, but this is a day one right here. Buttons, he's a day one supporter of the channel. So really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Again, really appreciate you. I would definitely keep up the good work, man. For sure. We'll keep up the good work. Appreciate you for the kind words and the money. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be back with more news if we have any. I think, B-Rob, for sure, it's interesting. Not necessarily surprising. He's kind of been off the radar for ever since kind of the back end of last year, and it's just not that surprising anymore. They could end up cutting him they could really end up cutting him. And you just kind of know with these guys that are from the Ron Rivera draft class, like, they just don't necessarily work out. They just don't necessarily work out, and it's that's just the way it goes. Adam Peters likes to do his things his own way, for sure. So it doesn't always work out. Let me see. Just hope he doesn't play for our division rivals. I mean, even if he does, like, the Cowboys running back room, they could use a running back. Eagles, like, he's not going to play for them. Saquon. Giants, I guess they could maybe do something. Just followed you on IG, bro. Thank you. It's the same as my YouTube. So yeah, thank you. I will check that in a second. I'll follow you back. It's been overdue for him. Yeah, I agree. JCM, Eckler, Rodriguez, and McNichols in a total better running back room than what we have now, and cheaper. Got to sign a lot of guys next year. For sure, man. And I said, like, those guys, that they provide great depth. And some of them may be ready to hop in starter roles. They could be ready to hop in a starter role. So that's why I'm just not necessarily, I wouldn't be mad with the trade. You have so much depth, but at the same time, I'm not ready to, I don't think they'll say goodbye and they'll cut him tomorrow. I don't know. We got 31 people in the chat. Let's get up to 30 likes on the stream. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to send a super chat, send a super chat. It will be read out loud here on the stream. But I think B-Rob is we'll see what he does the rest of this offseason. We'll see if he provides anything else. This is pretty big news. heading into the Monday Night Football showdown versus the Bengals. Pretty big news here. B Rob's going to play tomorrow as of right now, unless he doesn't get shipped or cut. He's going to play tomorrow. So we'll see if he balls out tomorrow. He might go out and ball out tomorrow because the Bengals, they don't have the greatest defense. They don't have the greatest defense. So we could for sure see a B Rob breakout game, right? We could possibly see that in the preseason, right? But yeah, I like the depth the running back room has as of right now. I like what they have. I like I like if B Rob's gone, I like that we have all that depth. So they've been shopping him around the NFL apparently the past few weeks. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's necessarily surprising. I think there's just guys that they don't like anymore. Like they don't like his player. They don't find the value in those players. They don't. So I think that there could possibly be a 7th round pick trade. Like, or you make a trade and you sprinkle in B Rob on top of some other players. Like you could see that happening. I could see that happening for sure. But it's just I don't see anyone trading for him exactly right now. I don't see anyone trading for B Rob right now, There's a lot that the Commanders have to do this offseason, so we'll see. I would focus on getting a Terry trade done. But of course, we're going to break down all news here on the channel. We are within 5 subscribers. We are within 5 subscribers from 1,900. Please help me hit that goal as soon as possible. Hit the like button on the stream as well. They got a good eye because B Rob is definitely one. I think you mean C-Rod. But I don't know. Maybe he means B Rob. I don't know. Okay, now we are within 4 from 1,900. We are within 4 subscribers from 1,900. We're getting close. We're getting close, man. But yeah, I think you mean C-Rod. He's not he's a good depth piece, but he's not ever going to be a starter in the league, sadly. In my opinion. I just don't think he brings that value. I thought that C-Rod could be good, at first. Like I thought that they should play him a lot more. He definitely comes in clutch sometimes, but he's just not like anything great I've learned at this point. He's just kind of mid. Just kind of a mid running back at this point in his career. We'll see what he ends up doing though. He may get more opportunities this year. You have JCM, like he may get more opportunities this year. So I'm intrigued to see, or he could get cut, They might say you're done. But I think JCM really shook this whole room up. If we didn't have Jacory Krosky-Merritt, if we didn't draft him, like B-Rob would be totally fine. Like on any other roster, B-Rob would not be in the number 1 running back position. He wouldn't be there. He'd be probably running back 2 or running back 3, even on some squads, So we definitely have to find some better running backs. We got 41 people in the chat. Let's get up to 40 likes on this stream. If any 41 of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Send a super chat. It would be greatly appreciated. We are within 3 subscribers. We are within 3 subscribers from 1,900. If you could help me hit that goal. We now have 51 people in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's get up to 50. Let's get up to 50 likes in the stream. Let's get up to 1,900 subscribers. We're 3 away. Let me get to some of these comments here. What's good, man? I've seen you in the Commanders Kings chat before. Thank you for joining me. Who do you want to more rookie player? I can't read that question, dude. Yeah, I can't read that question, dude. Um, let's get up to 50 likes on the stream though. It's interesting that B-Rob is they're shopping him to other teams. So the media was on it. Some of the media was on it. Some of the media said B-Rob could be cut, you know. We got 53 people in the chat right now. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We are 3 away from 1,900. If you want to send a super chat, you know how most of you probably know how to do that. Let's get to the comments here. C-Rob, basically an average fullback. Yeah. Can help on occasional short yardage / goal line or blitz pickup. I would take a good backup center for him because Dieter is Dieter is a disaster. If you guys watch the who was the what was that show? Oh, I think it was Commander's Log. That's what it's called. Michael Dieter says, "Thank you for making me right, Jaden." I mean, it was like, come on, bro. I hate Dieter though. Good timing, yes, sir. I meant to say, who do you want to see more on the rookie or the field? Dude, I can't. You still worded that wrong. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm very sorry, Nate. I can't read that. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. If any 63 of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We're within 2 subscribers of 1,900. Old guy here, Washington fan since the 70s. Your channel is dope. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate you. That's what we like to see. Washington fan from the 70s. You've been through it all. You've been through the bad. You've been through the great. So respect it. A huge risk not to have a solid backup for Biotish. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Because we had Nate Herbig, but Herbig said, "I'm retiring, dude." So that kind of sucked. Which rookie are you looking forward to seeing the most on the field? Oh, that was the question that the guy said. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for sure. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He looks super good right now. He looks like he has explosion. He looks really physical right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see him for sure. I'm excited to see him for sure. First game in 74 at 5 years old. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. For 74, that's a while, man. Whew. He's been through the glory years. Gotta respect it. Let's see here. I too am a fan from the 70s, and I live in Dallas. Have been literally fighting all my life. Yeah, they've been giving you the ups and downs, man, for sure. For sure. Bill, Ja'Cory Brooks, Jalen Lane for me. Yeah, Ja'Cory Brooks, the undrafted free agent. Jalen Lane. And yeah, Bill for sure. I definitely like that. I definitely like that list. Those would honestly might be my top 3 guys as well. Yeah. Yep. So I definitely agree with that. I'm excited to watch those guys. I really am. We are now at 1.9K, 1,900 subscribers. We are so close to 2,000. We're going to get there before week 1. Brooks, nice. I agree. Brooks is nice for sure. I agree. I think that he has a chance. He had 5 catches, 60 yards in the preseason game last Friday night. So he's nice. He is nice for sure. We're going to see more of him tomorrow in the Monday Night Football Showdown. We're going to see more of him. So I'm excited. I am. Can't wait to see him. I like undrafted free agents. I just like the nature of it because they really are kind of playing with house money when you're doing really good. You know, when you're doing good, you're kind of playing with house money. I don't really watch WWE, man. Will we see McGee tomorrow? No. Nope. We won't see Jordan McGee tomorrow. It sucks. Like, it sucks that we're not going to see McGee. I think he has talent, but he just can't stay healthy. Yeah, you're correct. I just subscribed on all 3 of my channels. Oh my gosh. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Really appreciate you. You know, that's the stuff that really helps. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, man. Jordan, a problem. He can be. We haven't seen him healthy. he can be a problem, but we just haven't seen him healthy, and that's the problem with it. So, I hope he can be a really good player in this league. Madrano going to take a spot. Yeah. So if Madrano continues to play and McGee continues to be not healthy, yeah, I agree. Madrano's going to take a spot. He's looked good this offseason. He'll make the team though. Yeah. Dom Hampton got cut the other day. They're not going to cut Jordan McGee because the thing with Dom Hampton is he didn't really have skill, but he stayed on the field. The thing with Jordan McGee is he has skill, but he just can't stay healthy. So, but they're not going to cut him. They're going to give him a chance. Yeah, problem is because he's injured all the time. That's for sure. I'm watching Kay Madrano this week. He looked very good and fundamental the last game. I agree. He moved exactly where he needed to be and turned his head and watched exactly where the ball was at all times. And that's what he's been doing the whole offseason. That's what he's been doing the whole offseason. So I am intrigued by this kid. 6th round pick, like he's got a lot to play for this season for sure. He's got a lot to play for this season. People were gonna say he's just gonna be a special teams guy this season. Like, go prove them wrong. What's the deal with Senate? Seems like time is running out. By the way, I just subscribed as well. Really appreciate you, Eddie Reeves. Really appreciate you. Ben Sennett's been okay this offseason, but he's just like Zach Ertz is kind of in the shadow, in the way. Command the field, member of the channel. Hold up, everybody bow down to command the field. Command the field, bow down. Really appreciate you, member of the channel. Always send super chats in these streams. What's good, young buck? Clean hat. Ooh, I've gotten a lot of compliments on this hat. Looks good, dude. Thank you very much. Madrano needs another 15 to 20 lubs on. Sorry, I didn't. Why did I say that? Madrano needs another 15 to 20 pounds on him, and he's good to go. Facts. And he's fast, and he has the coverage skills, and he has the movement skills. So I agree. Favorite artist? We're here to talk about football. Who's the best rookie we drafted? I hope Josh Connolly, because he's the first one we drafted, but I don't know. I would say Josh Connolly right now. I don't think they make him gain much, bro. Yeah, probably not, just because I just don't think that like that's his play style. Like he's more of a safety build, but he is going to play linebacker. Yeah, that hat is fire. Appreciate you. One of my favorite hats for sure. We got 49 people in here. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Let me check where we're at right now. 1,901 subscribers we're at right now. Let's get to 2,000. Let's get to 50 likes on the stream. Send a super chat if you would like. Roman Wilson is dog. We're not here to talk about the Steelers. They suck. What's your record prediction? Can you look up my schedule and how many wins we got? I said we go 15-2. No, we're not going 15-2, and I hate to say that. My prediction would probably be 12-5. To be honest, 12-5 probably, because it's a tough schedule this year. It's not like last year. It's a tough schedule, so it's going to be interesting. They need Kane flying around. Facts. They really do need him. He will. 10-7. That might be a perfect prediction right there, because it's going to be super hard this year. You have so many good teams, you have so many good quarterbacks, so it's going to be hard this year for sure. You hope Kane works out. Me too. I think we made a mistake letting Ching go. We'll see, but maybe Kane can grow into that role. Well, he's not playing safety yet, but he could be a future safety for sure. And also, don't worry about Jeremy Chin, because we signed Will Harris in free agency. He's been solid so far. So don't just go down to him yet. We'll see what he has. I think Bill is our best rookie. Pick up either him or Amos. Oh, shoot. I forgot about Trey Amos. Yeah. Those two are probably the best so far. They've been the best so far. Yeah, I think Harris is probably better. And I think that you're also paying him way less. So it worked out kind of good. Chin's role was hybrid safety slash linebacker. Yeah, you're right. Um, he definitely brought good value to the team, but he wanted too much money, and AP sets a standard. He says, "I'm not going to pay you that." Um, yeah, Kane is fast. Seems like he would benefit from some weight. Maybe not that much, but he got moved a couple of times last week. Yeah, he was playing around. Like um he was playing around last week. I mean, he looked good. So they're gonna move him around tomorrow night. I don't doubt that. They're gonna move him around. They're gonna see what he's got. They're gonna see if if he can move around, if he has the ability to move around. They're gonna find that stuff out. That's the beauty of the preseason. Let's see. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. We are at 42 likes currently. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. Hit the subscribe button. Send a super chat. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. Any of y'all could send a super chat. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let me get to some of these comments. 8 to 10 pounds for sure. Not a football question. Call of Duty game, dude. I don't. Will Harris gonna be a good fit? I think so. I think so. B Rob, that may be the sweet spot. Oh, he was saying, yeah. For sure. That 8 to 10 pounds. Yeah. Harrison Lattimore gonna bring the attitude. We need more crash outs on the team, though. Like in my opinion, we need more crash outs on this football team. So I'm going to take it, right? We need more crash outs on this football team. So we need more guys that come up and just hit and just knock dudes out of the game. We need more of those guys. So I like the additions. You know, both of them look good this offseason. Lat looking proper, yes, sir. Like he does. They're looking good this offseason. So I think we could see something from him this year for sure. I think we could. No, you don't want crash outs. Take it from me. Dealing with Pickens, he's dead to me. But see, I don't mean I want crash outs like um like George Pickens. George Pickens is a next level. He's just an idiot, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want crash outs like him. I want guys that play football. Let's trade Micah Parsons. Katie want him on the Commanders. I saw that, but like the fact of the matter is the Dallas Cowboys are not trading Micah Parsons. They're not. So I would love to get Micah Parsons, but they're not going to trade him. I don't think they are, at least. Yeah, there's your answer right here. Look. We don't want George Pickens ringing someone's bell. That's facts. Monte Nicholson was our yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, I remember those days, man. He was Pickens in his own tier. Exactly, that's what I mean. Pickens is in his own tier. Most of Lattimore crash outs are understandable. I agree. Like I definitely agree. The base defense is a 4-2-5 with that hybrid safety slash linebacker role as the fifth. So I see where you're coming from. I see what you mean, why you want Jeremy Chin, and I understand that, and I understand that package, but I'm saying there was an amount of money that Jeremy Chin wanted that Adam Peters just didn't want to pay, and Adam Peters doesn't budge. But yeah, I definitely like your thinking there for sure. For sure. Definitely like that. But because Jeremy Chin's a good player. Like I respect Jeremy Chin. I like Jeremy Chin. It's just same with Dante Fowler. They didn't want to pay him the type of money, that he wanted for sure. The Cowboys will never trade Parsons to an NFC team. I agree. And certainly not to the NFC East. I also agree with that for sure. Your front seven is a retirement home. Who cares? Luvu is a crash out. Yeah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Luvu's the other crash out for sure. That's why, and you see the crash outs of the best players, So I do, and Luvu's like he's a good dude. He's not like George Pickens is not really a good person. Like no offense, but Chim missed a ton of tackles. Yes, and remember the NFC Championship game, right? Chin, he missed a tackle on Saquon Barkley to start the game. Kinlaw plays fundamental ball. Gonna be, yeah, I definitely agree. He does. It's gonna be his best season this year. It's gonna be his best season. Luvu seems like the chat's liking Luvu. The Commanders are having a very, very weird offseason. In the meantime, the Eagles just keep getting better. John Mechie is a good receiver. They just add strengths to existing strengths. And that's what I said earlier. I said the Eagles, they are a team that is aggressive. Howie Roseman is aggressive, and that's why they win football games. So you're right. Luvu, sir. I need me a Luvu shirt. I might get a Luvu shirt. I love that dude. He's gonna get an extension next year or a new contract. The Eagles just traded for John Mechie. Yes, I know all the NFL news right when it comes out. Yes, I saw they traded for John Mechie. We'll see. I mean, he's not gonna make much of a difference. Not really. Will Harris is a dog. Can't wait to see him ball out. Facts. Do I have a Commanders jersey? What kind of question is that? Yeah, I've like five five to seven Commanders jerseys. Exactly why we need to go get Hendrickson, because the Eagles will have him. And that's what people are saying. People are saying the Eagles could get Hendrickson. Like, they could. I mean, I don't like, we just don't have the capital. We don't have the draft capital to go get Trey Hendrickson, to be honest. Um, which is why they're not doing that right now, currently. But they would try to get Hendrickson if they had the capital, to be honest. So, we'll see. Got me a Daniels LSU jersey. Those things are nice. Hold up. Caleb Williams about to go. Shut up. Gosh, bro. No, he's not. Is he even playing tonight? Is he playing tonight? Like, do you expect Lattimore to be really good, or is it a wishful hype? Um, it's definitely wishful thinking. It is definitely wishful thinking for sure. But he said this offseason, he said, like, I'm back. I was playing through injuries last year. He said he has the chance to be, he said, I'm back to normal. I'm back to being, normal Marshawn Lattimore. So I think he can be good, but it's definitely on the side of wishful thinking. It is. It's on the side of wishful thinking. And then laughing at the dude that said Caleb Williams is gonna be good. The Eagles could easily get Hendrickson because they have over 20 draft picks next year, which is wild. Exactly. And somehow Howie Roseman always comes out with, always has draft picks. He always has the draft picks. So don't ever doubt him, to be honest with you. You can't ever doubt him. That they always have draft picks for some reason. They not getting Hendrickson, and we don't have we don't care what the Eagles do. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I hope they don't. Caleb having a temper tantrums because he can't hit the net from 10 yards. Oh. And Jaden Daniels, I can't relate. I can't relate. I cannot relate. Jaden Daniels, he doesn't have those problems. He doesn't have those problems. I can't relate. Cannot relate. Your best cornerback is Sam Ristow. Watch out for Trey Amos. I know fans that aren't Commanders fans don't know probably even who Trey Amos is, but watch out for him. He's coming this year for sure. Let's get up to 50 likes on the stream. If you are not subscribed and you are in here, go ahead and subscribe. Send a super chat. Any super chat would help the channel out tremendously. I agree with that comment. Commanders are the new American team. Hey, we'll see. What do the emojis icons do, and can you see them from your screen? I don't know what you're talking about. Emoji icons. I don't know what you're talking about. But so yeah, I think that's all I got for right now. I'll give time for any last comments or any last super chats or whatever. Trey might be, yes, first year, yeah. Dude, he's him right now. He will not be stopped right now. Cowboys are America's team. Hey, let's wait and see. But we got 50 people in the chat right now. Let's get up to 50 likes. Hit the like button on the way out. If you are one of the 50 people in here and you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to help this channel grow and help me get to 2,000 subscribers by week 1. So I think that's going to do it for me. Productive stream. We started this stream talking about the Commanders looking to trade Brian Robinson. That's all I got for right now, though. Y'all have a good one. Yinzer Fanatic NFL doesn't agree. Oh, what a dumb name that is. Von Miller is going to be better than people think. I agree. And he had the fastest pass rush get off last year. Like, he's going to be good this year. Trust me, he's going to be good this year. So I can't wait for him. I can't wait to see him this year. He's still a good, productive player in the league. Like, he's still going to be a good player. So I cannot wait to see him. I cannot wait to see him. What is your favorite helmet and jersey for the Commanders? Helmet. I think I like the regular helmet the best because the black helmet, it's not really, I don't know. It's all right, but I just don't. I think I like the regular the best. My favorite jersey, the Super Bowl era jerseys that we got this offseason. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite for sure. All right, that's going to do it for me. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday night. Get out of here. Go watch the football game that's on right now. I can't remember who it is. I think it's the Bears and maybe the Bills. So we'll see. That's going to do it for me, though. You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys in the next stream. Actually, the next stream is going to be tomorrow night, the watch party. We're going to be doing a watch party for the Monday Night Football game in Washington for Monday Night Football in the preseason. Hit the like button on the way out if you could. Hit the subscribe button on the way out if you are not subscribed to the channel yet. Hit the notification bell as well. That's going to do it for me. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday night.